Good morning, Internet. Welcome back to the Ironic Paradise. We've got a rancher over here. Actually, did I get all the pips out of here? Yes. Anyway, this rocket just came back. They just did the update, so I think they now land with fuel again, so that's good. We've got pips. We dropped off some pip eggs. And I think they've planted all the trees. I think there's 2 more that I haven't planted. There was a massive explosion over here. You can see these tiles are damaged. I had to dig down here real quick because like one of those where some steam got in, turned into water, pressure damaged, broke through. It overheated everything in the entire base. I then flew a rocket of supercoolant over here, extended this loop, and something else weird happened where like the pressure in here got insane. It was all a mess. It was all a mess. But now this temperature is starting to come back down to reasonable. I just put this in to try to start cleaning up this polluted oxygen. Let's see, over here, I broke into here and put in some automation and then restarted it. So one of the reasons to keep this side as a vacuum is I condensed everything out of here, put in the automation, and I'm now waiting for it to restart. So the restart procedure, basically it fired up, packs in with natural gas, you then wait for it to condense down again. Once all this sour gas is out of here, then real quickly this natural gas will condense out, and then it will turn the pump back on. Theoretically, I don't need to pay attention to that. This one's now doing fine. We are pumping polluted water over from the other base because we're pumping clean water back to feed the oil wells. That went dormant. That one's still active. But it's prioritizing this vent over that one. Which is weird. Don't know why it would do that. But I don't think I need that vent there anymore because I was using that to melt ice. So let's just have it alternate. The game is very, very chuggy. It's better to pause and do anything and then come back around. Let's see, we were over here. This is all just about melted. Nice, let's up this. And that should flow everything over to here. You're mostly pumping salt water. So I still gotta melt that side. Food seems a bit low. Oh! The food seems a bit low because I brought a lot of it over here. Alright, they're dropping off sand. Once these pip branches are going, then I don't want to cook any pip eggs because I need the trees to grow. Then I can start working on feeding the tree. How am I doing on algae? I should have enough. What do you set to? I mean, I just dug up a bunch more, as long as the fish didn't eat it. Let's kill all those guys. New printables. Sure. And germs in here are still not great, but I guess they'll get better. Oh, I still gotta clean up that slime. Who's fleeing from where? Hate that that goes away so fast. Well, let's see, who's hurt? Oh, they have radiation face. Okay, but oh, this base doesn't have a hospital. Let's make that. Do I have a doctor over here? That's just dumb. My main base should have a crap ton of rad pills. Basic rad pills. None. Apparently they used them all. Okay, screw it. And over here. Yeah, you guys can just keep making them. And over here we need a hospital. Alright, let me queue that up now that they have radiation face. Maybe this will help them. Alright, hospital is in place. I forgot you needed a triage in there. So I originally had this set up slightly different, but this should work. What am I trying to do? Oh, I want a statue. Yeah, keep the decor up in there. I could probably put some in here. I didn't realize that was bad. Yeah, it's looking so nice. So now, this base should be making red pills? Yes. You guys are cooking up some fish. This will at least clean up the polluted oxygen. I don't know if there's anything I can do with it. So the question becomes, how do I tame these tungsten volcanoes that are encased in magma? It's going to have to be this one. I'm going to have to diagonally build in like that. Why can't I just do that? If I come down here diagonally, swap these out with obsidian so they don't break. I want to put in a double liquid lock, which unfortunately are big. I'm just trying to map this out where I can keep this magma down here. So let's say the ladder is here. I don't have any visco gel. But yeah, that should work. Petroleum and some other liquid, probably petroleum. Like it has to be, otherwise polluted water will get in there, polluted water outgasses, and then you're done. So it looks like that. That needs to be obsidian, the rest of this doesn't need to be. Only this stuff on the bottom. Nope, that definitely can't be sedimentary. Sedimentary will melt. I need this obsidian. Well, here, let's cancel that because I'll get more when I dig that way. Oh, I only have 1100. Yeah, that's none. This is a vacuum. Oh, but I can't dig. It's the same problem. I can't get in there without letting the water through. And this is all screaming hot. It's tough. I mean, having these tungsten volcanoes down here definitely makes getting tungsten really difficult. A lot of this got overheated and turned into other stuff. I think what I do know is this definitely needs to be the ladder. If I dig that way, I'm just going to vaporize everything again. for each one of these I dig, I get 500. There's just no good way of doing it. If I make them out of igneous. I mean, this stuff is already cooling down, and it's only 30 degrees off. Is it worth the risk? If I make tiles in contact, insulated tiles in contact with magma. No, they shouldn't exchange heat. I don't have that much igneous. What does sedimentary melt at? Yeah, 900. That ain't gonna work. An annoying problem. I'm gonna have to think about this. Let's go back and check on the sour gas boiler. Yeah, so you're condensing down. Once you get low enough, this will turn it back on. Do these go bad? I don't think they do. Yeah, they've got plenty of food. I can ship more over from the other base. Your food is actually coming up. Stinky, why are you eating... Is that you eating a rad pill? Well, let's take a look at this. Are their faces becoming non-green? Stinky just ate a rad pill. This is brand new, so that's why I'm kind of poking around in it. Radiation absorption, negative 0.02. Is it status? I don't know. I don't know how we make their faces non-green. Why don't you have any power? Oh, because you are also feeding this carbon dioxide geyser, which I guess we don't care about, and you are self-powered, and the volcano went dormant. All right. Well, I've probably got 1,700 kilograms of carbon dioxide. That shouldn't be a problem. And then that will all melt. I'm not doing anything over here. I'm not doing anything over here. Ice planet. They've got food, they've got water. Oxygen system is full. That's all good. One weird problem I've been having, and I don't know what the heck's causing it. This water keeps freezing. Like I'll come over here and the oxygen system will be, like right now it's not fully packed in. And I look over here and this is frozen. And I can't figure out why it's freezing. Nothing in this base up here is frozen. The water doesn't come through there. This is all warmed up, but yeah, I don't know. I come over here and I find pieces of ice. I actually went into debug mode to turn it back into water. Because I can't figure out why it would freeze. It's very strange. Oh, you're just about down there. I'm actually going to set this a bit lower. Just because I know up here it's going to be higher. God, the saves take forever. This room should be up to plenty of temperature. Yeah, it's up to 700. So this is now activating. So now that I have this automation in there, I shouldn't come back to find this thing packed in again. Let's watch the automation. And right now you're red on purpose because this is seeing natural gas. But this should bypass it. and just turn it on. You have to be careful with this one when you're first turning it on because you'll end up with too much liquid up here. Because if you don't have another, usually I hook it up to an AND gate and this temperature sensor in order to say if this room's not hot enough, don't turn the pump on. There's the oil. That now allows this to be red, which also says green. And then as this pressure comes up, this one will turn red. See, it's already cleaned out most of the natural gas. And then any natural gas up here gets eaten. So yeah, that should be good. Oh! Well, my dupes are way on top of things, and that is turning into sand, which means I need you. You can see what it's doing to this column of water. This is why I was getting broken tiles. Because the steam is forcing out the polluted water, turning into regular water as it condenses, and yeah, problems. Oh, and now it's forcing its way into there. Well, let's try igneous and see what happens. Come on, where are my builders? They're sleeping. Oh, and you're recycling polluted oxygen, but that should be okay because it's feeding it right into that. It's even forced its way over into here. Is that debris? Is that this stuff on the side? I'm just preparing myself for a giant explosion. Oh no, that's sedimentary. Yeah, that should be fine. It's next to abyssalite. It's granite. Yeah, I'm out of all the good stuff. How is it still boiling? It's got to be this abyssalite. Alright, let's just dig that debris down, eat the heat, and see what it's doing over here. And now there's a bunch of steam over here that'll be superheated. Yep, now I gotta wait for all this debris to cool down. And this has just been the life on this base. Make a big pile of steam, wait for it to cool back down. These tiles shouldn't exchange heat. Let me just try putting in a sedimentary one over here and see if it melts. One thing this game doesn't quite get right is different fluids flowing. You'll end up with just a column of regular water, which isn't right. The supercoolant should be cool enough, yeah, to just eat that steam as it's going by. Oh, and you're breaking already. That's gonna be a problem. That's pressure damage from all these changes of states over here. I mean, that's not heating up. Let's put in a second layer. Try and get this to stop steaming. What have you got? Slime one, yeah. Just superheated debris. 900 degrees slime. Yeah, making a nice hot pool. So much fun. This has just been what this whole base has been. Alright, let's come back over here. Yep, that seems to have settled in nicely. Do any of my dupes not have radiation face? Nope, they all have radiation face. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do about that. We've got the rad pills. I don't think they've added anything else to the medication. Well, make some of those. Alright, I'll keep watching the steam boil. Ah, maybe it stopped. So I have to double insulate all that. This is just going to be annoying. How hot is this? That's all 200. Some superheated phosphorus, some refined carbon. But this isn't exchanging heat, so I can use sedimentary. Alright, so new life goal. We are going to double insulate until the steam stops, and then we should be able to come down to one layer of insulation. Still wondering about the radiation face. Right now I'm on Bert. Bert dose is 0. But if I go to skills, where are you, Bert? He's got radiation face. There. Don't know. It's brand new. I'm sure they're working on it. How's the steam doing? Alright. Still fixing some pressure damage. So, once I get these two tiles fixed, I'm going to build this up and then put in a liquid lock. Well, that one should be fine. So if I do something like that, I can build this all up, put in a pump. Probably just bring a pipe down. Yeah, that'll be easier. This is what I use to get the supercoolant in. So yeah, if I do something like that. God, the piping on this has gotten away from me a bit. Yeah, something like that. Alright, let's let him build this. Theoretically, this should work. So once I get this in there, then when I put in some petroleum, It should help force out a bit of the polluted water. And that's all I want. I just want to force out some polluted water so it doesn't outgas into the other side. And then I can continue the same thing over here with a vacuum and some more petroleum. But I gotta wait for them to finish the pipe. That's the theory. Tune in just a little bit to see how I break it. Well, I didn't quite break what I thought I was gonna break. Oh, yeah, let's make that out of steel. Another steam explosion. I was digging this area down to make sure I sealed it off. This is overpressurized and now everything's breaking. I mean, you would think the fire base would be the hot one, but this one's just annoying. But now that I've got insulated tiles in, I should be okay. I'm just trying to get a bit of petroleum out of this. Of course, I'm also trying to build a liquid lock underwater, which does not seem like my brightest of ideas. Body temperature, yeah. I mean, this should have been good, but yeah, a nice big shot of hot steam straight up into it kind of broke it. Oof. The nice thing about steam is it does take its heat with it when it goes through the water. So it stays hot and it didn't really heat the water up too much. Deconstruct, there you go. And just to be safe, let's remake you out of steel. Alright, that tile's in. Let's pop it back out. God, I might have to go one tile at a time with this petroleum to force it all. Yep, there was a bit of it. So let's... Ooh, there's a question. There's a little bit of petroleum in that pipe. So if I deconstruct... No, I need to deconstruct this. Oh, good, pressure damage. If I deconstruct that, put in a tile that should force the polluted water out at an angle. Yeah, it's almost condensing. It's not like this is impossible to do, it's mostly just annoying. Sure, glass. Perfect. Now I have a little blob of petroleum right there. And now I can pressurize that up to 750. Build these two tiles, and then I think I can take one out and just slowly work this backwards. I think that worked. We now have, check the liquids, petroleum. Is this gonna fall? No, that's full, and petroleum. So now, if I deconstruct, oops. I went into debug mode for something else and I forgot to turn it off. I hate when I accidentally deconstruct something. Deconstruct that. Yeah, this area all got stupid hot. But this should start taking care of it. Yeah, it's already 50. It was 80 a second ago. Oh, yeah. That I don't care about. We're dealing with this. So now we have a vacuum. Perfect. So now we can do the second half of the liquid lock. Could be here. Yeah, well, I'm working on it. I'll have radiation face. $60, yeah, that's already down to 48. So supercoolant has eaten the hot spike. The steam is all condensed, and now we're just waiting on the base to get back down to temperature, which is going to take a while. Might be asking a bit much of one aqua tuner, but it should get there. Alright, let's wait for them to wait. Oh, never mind, I just took a look at the time. Anyway, yeah. But over time, this is trying to get over to this tungsten volcano while underwater, while surrounded by magma and steam, is not fun. It's just a lot of micromanagement and a way overheated base. But now that I've got this part done, I should be able to dig into the rest of this and just not uncover the volcano. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully they, oh, no, there's no new research. Hopefully they figure out what's going on with Radface over here. Anyway, where am I at? Cycle 650. I think I'm doing okay. Hopefully none of this breaks. Thank you again for watching. If you have any questions, comments, ideas, definitely let me know, and we will see you next time. Hopefully I'll have all this dug out.